Well, class, we're here and we're discussing Chapter 17, which is about technology and innovation. Now, by its very nature, technology and the result of it, innovation, is a very dynamic process. And if you remember when we were discussing a prior chapter, we said, how do you manage change? Well, it was very simple. You figured out what you had to do, you found some benchmarks, you did what you had to do, you compared it to see if it was effective, and you started the process all over again. Technology is no different. First step, determining what you need. What do the organization needs are, that's the technology audit. What do we need in terms of equipment, applications, infrastructure? That's the audit. Next, you take what you need and you compare it to what actually can exist or be developed. Maybe your building doesn't allow for certain infrastructure. Maybe the technology or applications that you require doesn't exist because you need a super fast computer and you don't have that. Maybe it does exist and you can go and buy an iPad with a certain app on it and you're ready to go. So you do a comparison of what you need, right, from the technology audit versus what's available. So next, you've determined what your needs are, you've determined what's available, now you're going to plan on implementing it. Now, it's like anything. If you buy a computer with an application on it, you don't put it on the desk and boop, it all of a sudden starts to do everything. No, people have to be trained in how to use it. So that's the next step. You're going to train people how to use it. You might have to have different levels of training. Some people might be super users, some people might be casual users. You're going to have all this training so that when they get the software and they get the hardware, they'll know what to do with it. Next step, this is all planning here. Now you're going to actually organize how it's going to be used. You're going to bring in your human resources department. They're going to find the right people. You know what your training is going to be. They're going to say, these are the people that you're going to train. This is how you're going to do it. They organize it for you. And the technology goes into service. They help you organize it. And then you get to the last step. Because now at this point, all the departments have done what they're supposed to do. Human resources is doing what it has to do with the folks. You're going to determine whether or not the deployed technology did what you wanted. Okay? You might have had a plan, but it didn't come out as reality. Okay? There's that rule of unintended consequences. You thought you were going to get X and you got Y. Okay? So now you're going to look at it and you're going to determine where our failings were, where our successes were, right? You're going to reward the successes, you're going to try to get rid of the failures, and then you're going to start this whole process over again because it's technology, it's dynamic. So you're going to go back to the beginning, start the whole process all over again. Figure out what you need, figure out how to modify it, and then go through the process. Innovation flows from the technology, I would suggest. In other words, if you get this system, this process going well, so the technology that's needed is coming in, people will be able to use it now, they'll be able to innovate, they'll be able to do things with it. So that's the idea of managing change with technology in order to achieve innovation. We'll see you soon in the next chapter.